Welcome back to the Devil in the Details. Casemiro is in focus once again, and in this video I want to highlight his positional intelligence and reading in the game and how that helps our team structure in situations when we're a little bit compromised and the positioning of the midfield and front line isn't quite right. And just so you can get a greater appreciation for his impact, I want to take us back to the 2021 season. In this example, the front line press is non-existent and it exposes our midfielders. We know that Fred works hard, but in these scenarios, positional intelligence and awareness is what's needed to protect the back four. Here you see Fred scan, but he takes no action to adjust his position to block the passing lane. He actually gets caught between pressing the man on the ball and pressing Atletico Madrid's central midfielder, when his sole focus should be protecting his midfield line and stopping our lines being broken. This leads to Maguire being drawn out of position, and Man United's defensive structure here is completely compromised. The end result here, huge gap between the left-sided centre-back and right-back. Dalot is now caught between a rock and a hard place. Does he fill in for Maguire? Does he protect the back post? Either way, it's a poison chalice. The key here is to avoid your lines being broken and your centre-back being drawn out of position. This example against Villarreal in the Champions League, you're going to see the same reoccurring themes here. McTominay is playing in a 4-3-3 as a DM against Villarreal. Frontline press is non-existent, and if you watch McTominay here, he doesn't scan behind him. He's unaware there's a Villarreal player looking to receive a pass between the lines. Pogba also struggles to get back into the right position, and you can see the space between them in the passing lane wide open. This leads to Varane being drawn out of position. Again, the same cause and effect here. Huge gap this time between the right-sided centre-back and the left-back. As a team, we're unable to recover. Team structure is once again compromised, and this line break leads to a goal being conceded. And we're going to see it again, just to hit the nail on the head here. Same issues. Poor team structure, starting with the front line. Passing lane between two central midfielders wide open. Lindelof is drawn out of position. And again, the team failed to recover into a cohesive shape, which leads to another goal being conceded. I didn't highlight the gap between the centre-back and the full-back this time. I'm sure you could see it with your own eyes. But the key here is that the team had an inability to stop line-breaking passes. Which brings me to Casemiro and the difference he's making in this Man United team when our structure and our positioning isn't quite right. Here against Wolverhampton, you can see they moved the ball into a central area and Martial and Eriksen are not positioned correctly. They need to be slightly more central to cut off this passing lane through the middle of the team. Casemiro not only scans what's behind him here, but he can also see Eriksen's out of position and he takes action. He holds his position so he can either intercept a potential line-breaking pass, and if that fails, he's in close proximity to help his centre-back. The last thing he wants to do here is vacate his position. He does this while also staying close to his marker. He's thinking 3 steps ahead. When the Wolverhampton midfielder receives the pass, notice that he still holds his position. He understands the danger is a line-breaking pass. He needs to protect the space behind him and not allow his centre-backs to be exposed. He waits until the right moment, presses the man on the ball at the right angle and blocks the passing lane. You can also see Eriksen is in close proximity to Casemiro now, and Wolverhampton are forced to recycle the ball. These moments in games are so subtle that you don't even notice them, and you're not supposed to. That's a defensive midfielder doing his job, so you don't even realise unless you're paying close attention that our team structure has actually been compromised here, and he's been the glue to solve that problem. And not only has Casemiro been doing this when we're in our shape, sort of in a mid-block, he's been doing this to spring counter-attacks as well. Manchester United are actually number 1 in the Premier League this season for goals scored from counter-attacks, with 7. And of those 7, when I watched them, I noticed 4 of those goals, Casemiro won the ball back and started an attack. He actually got 2 assists from 4 of these recoveries as well. He's just an elite defensive midfielder, but make sure you watch that video and just enjoy our counter-attacking this season as well. I've been a Devil in the Details. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.